It has been a fine Navy day here at Battleship New Jersey. Good afternoon. Thank you. The weather gods have shined upon us today, thankfully. Good afternoon and welcome on behalf of our distinguished Board of Trustees, our Chairwoman Lisa Conte, and our board members who are here, and on behalf of our staff, welcome to Battleship New Jersey, the longest, 887 feet, 7 inches long, the fastest, 35.2 knots, although if you talk to some of our vets here, they'll tell you maybe they went a little bit faster than that, and the most decorated, 19 battle and campaign stars across World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Lebanon, and the Persian Gulf. The most decorated battleship in what on Monday will be the 250-year history of the United States Navy. My name is Marshall Spivak. It is my honor and privilege to serve as the CEO and Executive Director of Battleship New Jersey. Launched on December 7, 1942, exactly 1 year after Pearl Harbor, and commissioned in 1943, this great warship saw action in every major amphibious landing in the Pacific after 1944. During World War II, the battleship served as the flagship of New Jersey's own Fleet Admiral Bull Halsey when he commanded 3rd Fleet, and then Admiral Raymond Spruance when he commanded 5th Fleet aboard. In Korea, she was the flagship under the 7th Fleet of Rear Admiral Jocko Clark. In the 1980s, she was on station for over 170 straight days off the coast of Beirut following the Marine barracks bombing, where we unfortunately lost a chief petty officer of our own. And in the late 1980s, she became the first battleship to ever traverse into the Persian Gulf as the flagship of Battle Group Romeo under the command of Admiral Paul Reason. In all, over 45,000 sailors and Marines served on this mighty warship during her 21 years in the active fleet. Today, we're here to reunite two mighty warships, the BB-62 and what is left of CV-6, the Enterprise, the most decorated ship from World War II, with 20 battle line campaign stars. This battleship earned 19 battle line campaign stars over the course of 5 separate engagements. The Big E, 20 battle stars just in World War II. The New Jersey and the Enterprise served together in the Pacific, and we're extremely honored to play the temporary host of this stern plate until the new Museum of the United States Navy is built in Washington, D.C. And we're very honored to be joined today by several special guests sitting up here. And that includes Rear Admiral Ken Blackman, Vice Commander, U.S. Fleet Forces Command, and one of the lead organizers of Navy Marine Corps 250. Brigadier General, United States Marine Corps, Shannon Brown, Assistant Air Wing Commissioner of the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing. Mark Bromberg, Mayor of the Township of River Vale, New Jersey, whose township graciously donated the stern plate back to the Navy so we could be here today. Our great mayor, Mayor of the City Invincible right here in Kansas City, Mayor Vic Karstafen. Jennifer Fleischer, our County Commissioner here in Camden County. George Leone, President and Chair of Homecoming 250, who has spent the last 5 years planning for this week. And I'd also like to give a very special welcome to the skipper of USS Billings LCS 15, whose ship hopefully you will be able to see and come back to see over the course of the next couple days. Skipper, we're proud to have you. Thank you to you and your crew, and we're proud to play host to your ship over the next couple days.
Thank you all for coming today to see the most beautiful ship participating in the Navy 250 celebrations. Yeah. The most decorated ship participating in the Navy 250 celebrations. And thank you all for coming and sitting on the most decorated pier in Navy history, featuring the 20 battle stars of USS Enterprise and the 19 battle stars of USS New Jersey. This pier represents now ships that served in 39 different campaigns through at least 4 different wars. So, New Jersey enters the war at a time when there's really hard fighting, but the outcome is kind of a foregone conclusion at that point. And the only reason why America is still in the war at that point is the aircraft carrier Enterprise. From the day her design was started, in the 1930s, during the Great Depression, she started to put Americans back to work. This ship served her country from the day that designing started throughout her entire career. Just because her career was fewer years than Battleship New Jersey doesn't mean that she put in any less service than this ship. Battleship New Jersey and Enterprise would sail together throughout 9 different campaigns from February of 1944 all the way up until September of 1945 as members both of Task Force 58 and Task Force 38. So these two ships have a history together. It's really fitting that they are being reunited now for the next couple of years, thanks to the folks at River Vale for loaning it to us, and the folks at Naval History and Heritage Command's upcoming National Museum for letting us host it until they're ready for it. Enterprise's service starts on December 7th. Like, her pilots fly into the attack on Pearl Harbor. Some of her aircraft are shot down during that battle. She sinks the very first Japanese warship after the attack on Pearl Harbor. Her aircraft ambush and sink a Japanese submarine operating within the Hawaiian Islands. She escorts Hornet on the Doolittle raid, and that is the only thing that prevents her from engaging in all of the carrier battles of World War II because she misses Coral Sea. But she will be there for the other 4 carrier battles and every single one of the campaigns of the amphibious operations that Admiral Nimitz commanded throughout World War II.
So, you know, the hull of the Enterprise was scrapped, but the stern plate was saved. And the ship's still alive. The stories that we heard, the stories that these young men in the front row here can share with you about their escapades out in the Philippines, out in Hawaii, and their time, they really had to serve with grit in the heat of battle. Legacy lives on. The Enterprise is not here. The legacy of the Enterprise, the legacy of the sailors who served in harm's way on the New Jersey, that lives on in the sailors that you'll see walking off the brow of this ship over the next week. And so I encourage you to stop a sailor, ask them where they're from, find out what they do, and you'll feel really good about the future of our national defense, the future of our United States Navy. And we couldn't do this without our brothers in arms, the United States Marine Corps, and represented by a general here. And
we have the stern plate from Admiral Halsey's first flagship, and his favorite flagship stands behind it. Admiral Halsey fought like the Dickens to save the Enterprise. He was not successful, obviously, but William Henry Hoffman saved the stern plate. It's a tragedy. It was the rest of it was scrapped, but the result was that there will always be an Enterprise. CV-65, and there's an Enterprise being built right now. Now, there's another saying about the Enterprise, which I think I heard on a television program, which you may have seen, which uses a ship named Enterprise, as in there will always be one. And that is that God watches over children, drunks, and ships named Enterprise. Now, I'm not sure which category I fall in there, but I certainly appreciate that God's been watching over us, and the Navy and the Marine Corps have come to join us here to celebrate their 250th birthdays. Go Navy, go Marine Corps, go Battleship New Jersey, go Carriers Enterprise. Thank you very much.
Where's Ryan? Good. So you'll notice that the stern plate is painted not in your typical haze gray color, but in this blue color, which was the final color scheme of the CV-6 in World War II. The same color configuration the battleship also had in World War II, which earned her the name Black Dragon. At nighttime, when the ship's firing, the ship looked black. And when you saw the fire of the 16-inch turrets, it looked like a fire-breathing dragon out in the South Pacific. So she is painted in her final CV-6 color configuration. And of course, thanks to our friends from ST Hudson for helping us out with this project. And you'll see a steel version of CV-6 down here with 20 stars representing her 20 battle line campaign stars. So thank you very much to our CVN 65 former crew members. Greg, thank you for getting everyone here, CV-6 families. Thank you, Admiral Blackman, General Brown, and our distinguished guests. Thank you, Mr. Mayers. We are thrilled for you to be here.